In this video I'm fitting the full length Frontrunner roof rack to my VW T6. I'm also going to test the rack with my camping gear and check the compatibility of the rack with my Calicap. So let's unbox it. So I've already had a look in this one. These are the brackets that hold the thing onto the roof. So you've got these little aluminium plates that are going to bolt down onto the profile section in the California roof, and then that guy goes onto it, and then there's two holes that go onto the underside of the rack and a big bag of fixation screws. So let's have a look what's in here. There we go, we've got the full instructions there on how to assemble this piece. We've got the wind deflector for the front, and then all the various different profiles that we need to make the rack. I give the floor a quick clean up before starting to lay out all the profiles. I then screw everything together as per the instructions. Before finally tightening it down, you measure the diagonals to get the thing square. The rack is approximately 30 kilos and I can just about lift it onto the roof. Start by screwing this plate onto the bottom of the rack. Set the depth of the plate to the outer edge of the rack at 55 millimeters. Then you want to set these brackets in place on the profile. I'm just done this one slightly over to the right of the foot that it needs to connect with, so that I can see that I've got the screws fitted correctly. And then I'll just loosen it off a quarter turn and slide it underneath there. With all 4 feet set at the same distance from the outer edge and the L-shaped brackets tightened and then backed off a quarter turn so that they can move, you then put this screw in and join the rack to the body of the car. Finally, tighten up the fixation between the roof and the rack, and then check that the top fixations are nice and tight, which they are. Okay. The little plastic caps go onto the bolts to protect them from rusting. The last bit of assembly work is to put the wind deflector in. It's 2 pieces and it screws on from underneath. So I reckon it's taken me about 4 hours to get that fitted. Yeah, I'm not the fastest worker on the planet, but yeah, it's fiddly, but it's on and it looks great. To fix stuff up on the roof, I've got these 20mm M8 bolts that I found in the cellar. They happen to be stainless steel, so they were a good choice. I got some of these cheaply on eBay, just a straightforward nylon washer, and I bought these rings also on eBay for not very much money, that are done with a black zinc treatment. There's a little hole there, drop that in, and then the nylon washer needs to be in between. There we go. So now with the bag containing my tent on the roof, I've got these ratchet straps, and they just clip through those fixation hoops, and then a little bit of a tug, and the whole thing's nice and solid. And that's the rack fully loaded with all of our camping gear and sports equipment. Okay, so we're driving about 120 kilometers per hour, that's about 70 miles per hour. I don't think it's a legal requirement, but I thought it was quite a good idea to put a net over the whole load. I bought quite a small one. It's only 1 metre by 2 metres. It comes with these button fixations that you can adapt to fit the bottom edge of the roof rack. I tap them out to take the 8mm bolts that I've been using to fix everything else to the rack. I cast the net over the load and easily clip it down. I'm not sure how effective this net will be, but at least I've taken every precaution to stop anything from coming loose on the roof rack. Now I'm going to test pushing the rack and the roof up. I've got to reduce the weight a little bit down to 50 kilos because that's the limit of the roof. And I'm not really strong enough to push anything more than that up. Now I'm going to show fitting the Calicap while the roof rack is installed. I install the locator pins on the roof. I then hang the fabric element off of those pins and secure it with some plastic nuts. I then lift the roof and secure the lower edge to the body as shown. I zip the back edge together and install the elastics that keep everything nice and tight. Just a quick walk around of the Calicap. As you can see, the Calicap fits really nicely and works perfectly with the roof rack. You have to remember to leave the middle fixation point on the roof before you install the roof rack. If you like that little stool I've been using, you can buy it for less than €20 on Amazon, and it fits nice and easily in where the seats are in the back. Thanks for watching. I hope you find this a useful product review.